Ladies and gentlemen, you see this outfit? This uh poncho. Um I bought this in California from some mountain people. At the time I didn't know their name, but I went and looked them up. They from the Tongva tribe, and they live in the California mountains. Yes. And they handmade this. I only paid $10 to them. I met them halfway up the mountain. I saw when I went to the end of Sunset Strip, all these people with all these things coming down, and you could see the Indians, right? And so my curiosity being a Bahamian and seeing like about 30, 40 of them, and they had all these things. So I went and I met them halfway up the mountain. I see them high up, and I started to go that way because I want to know who they were. And child, listen here. They told me they come every weekend in Sunset Strip and Rodero Drive to sell their supplies, handmade jewelry, handmade bowls, handmade clothings like this. I'm talking 20-something years ago. The day is the 14th of December 2024. That's how much years they talking about. That's why I'm telling my stories. I am telling my stories. You know how beautiful this is? And look here, this look like I just buy it today. Every time I put it on, look here, people is be like in awe of how it look. See here? This this the neckline. You tie this together and see it have a beautiful. Then it have these hanging down as well from the neckline. And it's a beautiful tick poncho. Tick, like blanket. Man, when it get too cold in that sun, you put this on, you warm like something hugging you. You see that design? And guess what? I bought this for $10 from them. Directly from them. And when I went, like later that next day in Rodero Drive, California. If you don't know Rodero Drive, California, look it up. When I went, see here the tapestry, see how it fringes on the end? When I went Rodero Drive, look here. They had one exactly like this, but they sell for over $10,000 in Rodero Drive. I kid you not. Because, see, that's what they do. I catch them halfway up the mountain, you see. But if you're a business person, this handmade. This look like I just purchased this. Every year I wear this. Because at some point in the year, during our winter, you'll have that cold breeze. Or if you want to go to jungle, these are the kind of things you wear. And look here. That's how business people operate. They buy directly from the source and sell it over and make their coins. You can't get nothing like this. If you was to buy something like this, it will be in the thousands. The value that would be. You know what it is to buy something directly from a tribe like that? I had the bag to go with it, but when you have family come in your house, but they visiting, family island, not my family, my husband's family, when you have them kind of people come in your house visiting, even though they my family too, since I'm married, they marry him, but they hands light. Every time you look around, something missing when they go. Something missing when they go. So I had the bag for it, but the bag gone missing. Yeah, the bag gone missing. And I value this. I value this. If this look like this 20-something years, because they make it so good it lasts a lifetime. And yet you wash it like you rest your other clothes. It lasts a lifetime. That's why indigenous people, you can learn and buy the best things from indigenous people. They just only need a little hand up. They just want to get something. For them is a fair trade. Even though I only to pay $10 for it, for them is fair trade. Because to them, that $10 was plenty money to them. Because they don't value money like how our rest of the world value money. And they don't use money, they don't use money like how we use money, you know? Because most of them live off the land. But that's the story of this Poncho. Yeah, beautiful. All you could never find nothing like this. Never. Unless you go in the California mountains. Yeah. Right out off from Beverly Hills. Yeah. California is built up of mountains, in case if you don't know. And so the mountain right there. And I used to wonder why, if you go California, it hot just like the Bahamas, in the day. And then you wonder, well, why if it hot in the day, why all these movie stars with all these fur coats and things walking about? They must have just buy them for show, walking about in the night. That's how I used to think. But baby, when you see a certain time in the evening, because it's mountainous, that temperature dropped dead cold. Trust me. And when I was there, it actually would start to snow in the mountains. It snows in the mountains. A lot of people don't know that too. And look here, that temperatures be so cold, I'd be like, oh, no wonder these movie stars would be wearing these fur coats in the nights and things like that. I say, you need to wear a fur coat. From the Bahamas. That's why it's important to travel. You learn things that you would not ordinarily learn, and you don't realize that you don't know it, from traveling. So that's why traveling become important. And I wished that I had take a picture of those people, because you know something? They like historic type people. They are, they are almost facing those type people out in a way, but they still here and they ain't going nowhere, and their generation is still multiplying. So they gonna always be here. But you don't read much about them or hear much about them or know much about them, because people don't really know about them. So I actually thought it was Mexicans. But no, they were not. They from the Tongva tribe. Tongva, with an accent on, I think, the V and the A, or the accent on the, yeah. So I was like, I say, that's like a history lesson. So I thought I'd tell that story about this, because a lot of time people see me with this. You see them looking, because it is not an ordinary piece, guaranteed. And it's beautiful. So when you see people looking, it does capture your attention. And so I realize, it's not an ordinary piece. And in the mountains, in their in the caves, they a lot of them, when it's very bad, they live in the cave. They have these designs, but all these is in the cave. They have them in the cave in the mountains as well. I didn't went to the cave, because that's way, 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 way. But what I did is I actually went and did a research, on them. Because people think, oh, California have a lot of Mexicans. They ain't Mexicans, honey. They are not Mexicans. They have different indigenous tribes that still lives in California. Hello, somebody. Yes, they do. and Tongva, Tongva. They are one of the tribes, and they're fighting to be recognized, and they have been recognized, um, and they have their own consul, just like how you see with the Apache Indians, my family, my descendants from Apache Indians. They have their consuls and tribesmen who run their area. Hello, somebody. So we still have people like that in 2024. Okay, I love them. They were friendly. They were nice. Not because you're buying something. You could see that's why I approached them. You could see the genuineness of them. You could see the friendliness of them, you know. So yes, girl, let's be all about sometime. But I went to California to do poetry. That's what I was there for. I was there for a week. Okay? Over and out.